I do a lot of strategy-focused content on this channel, but what about dinos that are also just really fun to play? Today, I bring you the top 5 most fun dinos in Path of Titans. And remember, this list is just my opinion. The dinos you enjoy the most might be different than the ones I list here, and that's okay. Feel free to comment which dino you have the most fun with down below. At number 5, we have Ramph. Ramph, the rat of the skies, is a fan favorite among many, and I felt it would be a disservice not to include it in this list. Unable to deal damage, Ramph is a pesky support dino that can provide powerful buffs to allies and debuffs to enemies. It's the smallest and most maneuverable flyer, which makes taking to the skies quite enjoyable. Being a semi-aquatic, it's a pretty decent swimmer as well. Ramph can also provide vocal harassment from the skies, screeching and cackling while hanging just out of reach. The only way that you can really kill a Ramph is if you catch one of them slacking, otherwise these little buggers always seem to get away. Think you'd find a little bit of vocal trolling and debuffing fun? Then the Sky Rat just might be for you. At number 4, we have Amarg. Although badly in need of an ability TLC, Amarg is still one of the most fun pseudo-apexes, if you could call it that, in the game. Although quite slow, it's got a better stamina pool than all the other apexes, allowing it to play distance and walk away alive from most dangerous encounters. Its powerful tail attack and stomp allow it to protect itself and shred through most encounters with mid-tiers, and smaller tier dinos will have trouble attacking an Amarg at all. With a roster of pretty skins to choose from, parading an Amarg around the map is always a fun time. Also, Amarg is the only sauropod currently on the officials roster. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Amarg? At number 3, we have Pycno. Even with the massive nerfs to its tail attack, Pycno remains one of my favorite dinos to play. Its speed and massive stamina pool make for quite the fun experience, enabling you to run circles around your opponents while chipping away at their HP. While not the most beginner-friendly dino, my more advanced players should have a lot of fun practicing Pycno combat as it's actually got quite a high skill ceiling. Charge, Head Slam, and Juke can be comboed together to make for some very satisfying hit-and-run gameplay. But be warned, Pycno's turn radius is pretty bad, and it's quite easy to get tripped up and stuck on smaller dinos beneath your feet. This dino may not be that fun when you first start learning, as it's very easy to make mistakes that lead to disaster, but once you figure it out, it might just be the most fun dino on the current officials roster. But because of its steep learning curve, it only takes the number 3 spot on my list. At number 2, we have Lamb. Not only is Lamb a fun dino to play, it's actually currently quite strong as well. Boasting the most powerful heal kit in the game, Lamb is a forgiving, beginner-friendly dino that can also pack quite a punch with its rodeo kick. Just remember to watch out for dinos that can cause bleed, as bleed stops healing calls from having any effect. While Lamb can be utilized both by solo and group players, it really shines when grouped, gaining access to many group-based support abilities. Whether running solo or grouped, you're certain to have some fun on the support and DPS machine. And at number 1, we have Achillo. Even though Achillo isn't the best or strongest dino in the game, I always find myself having a lot of fun every time I pick it up again. It's got good speed, agility, and decent jump height and damage for its size. There are actually multiple fun ways to build an Achillo as well. There's the anti-apex build, the mob boss or raptor buffing build, and the generalist build. Essentially, Achillo can be kitted to tear through apexes with pounce and shred, perform as a support for small raptors like Dinons or Latins by providing passive and active buffs, or to be a well-rounded generalist brawler, especially against things around its size. No matter which way you choose to kit this dino, you can still have fun with all its builds, no matter how gimmicky or competitive they really are. Well, I hope you enjoyed this top 5 list. Again, feel free to leave a comment down below and share what your most fun to play dinos are. My list is a little biased towards speed because personally I think dinos with more speed are much more fun to play in this game. Anyhow, I've been your host Conware, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. And P.S. the videos are finally back.